There we go. And I'll just pop everyone on mute. Mm. Wonderful. Mm. So this is our last class today for a couple of weeks. So we've got our class obviously today and then no class next week, no class the week after, but we are back on, let's just double check. Um, Tuesday the 25th of August, okay? And like I say, all these classes are added onto the end, so it just means we get to move in towards November a little bit. So you won't miss any classes. And perhaps this is a great time if we're not doing this one over the next couple of weeks to try one of those in-person ones if you want to. Um, just give a little reminder in case anyone wasn't here last week. So the in-person classes are Tuesday, 1:15 to 2:15 at Polyfield Centre in Bideford. So maybe you could, if that's near you, give that a try next Tuesday as we haven't got this one. And then Thursdays, 1 till 2 p.m. at the Plough Arts Centre in Torrington. And they are strength, balance, and mobility, tailored to each individual with seated and standing exercises run by Linda. So, yeah, if you want to give them a go, and I'll be back with you in a few weeks. So, what else was I going to say? I think that was it. So, yeah, it's a little bit cooler today, although still warm, isn't it? So, but not quite the raging temperatures that we have had. So, we might pick up the tempo a little bit today in our session. But as always, do what you need, do what feels right for you. Listen to your body, take breaks when you need to, drink lots of water throughout. And we will have, hopefully, a lovely session together today. So, when you're ready, let's just start by making yourself nice and comfortable in your chair. So, give those shoulders a little roll. Have a little stretch through the body. And then just going to start off by connecting a little bit to our breath. As we've spoken about over the weeks, the breath really supports our nervous system. So if we're feeling a bit overwhelmed in our mind or our body's feeling a bit tight or anxious or we've got pain, then the breath is what can really, really help and support us. So just gently close your eyes or let your eyes soften down. And just notice the connection between your feet and the floor, your legs and your glutes and your chair, maybe your back and your chair. And then drawing your awareness to your breath, noticing your breath just as it is in this moment. So we're not trying to change the breath in any way. Just notice, how does your breathing feel this morning? How does your breath move through your body? And remember, there is no right or wrong to any of this. We're not looking to feel a certain way or have the breath do a certain thing. We just use the breath as an indicator and to notice. So taking a few breaths. Does your breath feel like it's deep down in the belly at the moment, or does it feel higher in the chest? Did your breath move slowly or more quickly this morning? And then when you're ready, we're going to start to take a slightly deeper breath. So as we breathe in, and we might want to bring our hands to our belly as we do this. As we breathe in, we're really going to let that belly expand, let the hands expand, really breathe into the hands. And then as we exhale, I'm going to gently draw that belly button back towards the spine, but not forcing it, just nice and gently. And then nice big breath in, really allow the belly to expand again. Breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. So just continue to breathe here. And just see if you can not only breathe into your belly, but see if you can breathe into your side. See if you can breathe into your lower back as we take that breath in. So breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. So we're really sort of imagining this as a 360 breath. So really breathing all around the lower belly, the sides, the back. This is really good for our diaphragm. This breathing is really good to support our nervous system. Taking a few more breaths here. And now we are going to take that nice full inhale, but we're also going to take a nice long exhale. So breathing into the belly. Feel everything expand and then purse the lips as if you're breathing out through a straw. And as the belly deflates, taking a nice long exhale. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. 3 more like this. Breathing in, let everything expand. Long breath out. One more breathing in. Nice long full breath out. And then whenever you finish releasing the breath, release your hands back down to your lap or your knees, whatever is comfortable for you. And just take a moment here to check in with yourself. So notice however you may be feeling on this Tuesday morning. And then when you're ready, just gently blink your eyes back open. We're going to start to roll the shoulders. I'm going to move back to my chair now. So just rolling the shoulders here. So again, we've got that nice grounding down through our feet, lengthening up through the spine and the crown of the head. Taking these shoulders backwards, rolling these shoulders forwards. Just checking in with your shoulders. How do they feel today? Lovely. And then let those shoulders settle. And then grounding down again through the soles of the feet. Have a little wiggle through those sitting bones. Just see if we can grow a little bit through the spine and the crown of the head. So not forcing ourselves to sit really straight, but just really noticing our posture. And then from here, we're going to do some nice circles. So we just brought lots of awareness to our lower tummies with our breath work. So as part of our tummy, we have our transverse abdominals, really deep abdominal muscles that wrap all the way around. And so when we breathe low down into the tummy, it does many things. It supports our nervous system, as we said, moving towards that rest and digest state. It works our diaphragm, which is our biggest breathing muscle. So that's really good to help with our breathing and our breathing capacity and our lungs. It also activates these deep tummy muscles. And why that is good for us is because if we strengthen these muscles around here, the lower tummy and the back, that is then supporting our spine and our back muscles. So that can then support us if we have some lower back pain or we get things like sciatica. So that is why the breath is just so wonderful, because it helps us on a physiological basis, it helps our mental health, it helps our physical health. So the reason I'm saying all this is perhaps as we are doing these circles, we might continue to take those nice breaths into the tummy and those long breaths out. And on those long breaths out, that's when you might gently engage these tummy muscles. And that's going to help to support us as we move. Now, I appreciate I've given lots of information there and quite a few different things for us to try, because we're moving, we're breathing, we're engaging those tummy muscles, and sometimes it can feel a lot to try lots of new things at once. So if that feels too much, just do what you need. If you can give it a try, then please do so. But just notice that slight engagement in the tummy and how perhaps that just supports your lower back. Nice. Let's do one more circle. And before we get too dizzy, come back to center. Nice, everyone. So again, bring those hands down by the side of the body. We're going to roll those shoulders. We're going to reach those fingertips down. And then from here, we're going to inhale, take those arms up and just really reach through those fingertips here. Reach up through the spine and the crown of the head. And then nice big breath out as we come back down. Okay, so we're going to do that again. Inhale, reach those fingers really wide. So we're really stretching through the arms here, reaching up. Maybe press through the soles of the feet now. Lift up through those glutes a little bit, engaging those glutes, lifting off your chair. We won't actually fully come off, but we'll feel the body lift. And then nice breath out, let it all go. Nice, everyone. So when we're engaging those muscles, that's going to lift us up a little bit. So we're going to do that 2 more times. So press through the soles of the feet, reach with the fingers, engage the legs, engage the glutes, really stretch up here, and then nice big breath out. Let everything soften. Nice, let's do that 1 more time. So press through the soles of the feet, engage the legs, engage the glutes. Take those fingertips up, reach, 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 stretching here through the body, and then really nice big breath out. Let everything go. Nice, everyone. Give those shoulders a little roll. Don't know what I've done with my shoulders the last few days, but they're feeling very achy this morning. Okay. So we're going to try some of our little arm circles now. So a few different ways we can do this, and this is going to get into those shoulders a bit more. So we might start like this, just gently introducing those arms, making those shoulder circles a little bit bigger. We might bring the hands onto the shoulders and do circles like this, one way and then the other. Or we might extend those arms away and then do some shoulder circles. Now, these ones are most likely to get that sort of burny feeling in those shoulders quite quickly. So just do what you need, do what feels right for you. You can change at any time to any of the other ones, okay? But maybe this morning, just stick with one, maybe even a couple of seconds longer after you want to change. And it's absolutely fine to change, but maybe just see if you can do a couple more breaths where you are, just so we very gently extend that window of tolerance. This is really burning my shoulders. But let's take 3 breaths. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Nice, everyone. One more breath. Breathing in. Oh, big breath out. Lovely. Let those arms go. Give everything a little shake. How did that feel? Cool. I could definitely feel that burning. Right then. Let's do a little bit more movement with our spine. So we're going to move through our seated cat-cows. So we might want to shuffle forwards a little bit. I'm going to show you on the side a moment, and then I'll come back round to that way. So we're going to start with the hands on the legs. We inhale, slide those hands forward. We round the spine, we tuck the chin to the chest. And then we exhale, we reach up, stretch those arms back behind you, lifting through the chest here. So hands on the legs, inhale, reach those arms forward. Reach, 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 round the spine, tuck the chin to the chest. Exhale, reach those arms back, stretch those arms back behind you. Hands on the legs, reach those arms forward. Reach, reach, reach. And then exhale, stretch those arms back behind you. Inhale, hands forward. And just continue this in your own time. I'm going to come back to the front. Reach with those fingers. Reach those arms back. Hands on the legs, reach forward, round the spine. Reach the hands back. Taking a few more moments here. Really lift through that chest as we come up. Really reach those hands back. Hands on the legs. And then reach the arms back. Nice, everyone. Then let those shoulders come back down. Have a little wiggle, little roll of those shoulders again. Okay, we're going to come down to the feet now. Just going to move down ever so slightly so you can see my feet. So let's do a little bit of moving forwards and backwards with the feet, up and down onto those toes. As we lift up through the heels, we're going to engage the backs of the legs. So we're starting to feel those calves a little bit. Up to you how much you do this. Lovely. And then let the feet become still and just take a moment to really open through the toes. So the toes are really important for us to help with our balance. So really going to open those toes. And then scrunch those toes up underneath us and then open them out. So we're really scrunching them up and then opening them out. So we're just bringing lots of awareness to our feet. I think I've told you before, there's 200,000 nerve receptors in our feet that are constantly feeding information to the body, to the brain. Lovely. So scrunch them up. Oh, and then open them out. Makes me feel a bit funny sometimes. Scrunch them up and then open them out. Nice, everyone. Then give them a little stomp. So we're going to get a little bit more movement going if you're feeling like it today. So you can stay like this, stomping those feet, walking those arms, or you can start to bring the knee to the elbow. Now, if we're doing this, we want to keep quite upright so that we don't sort of end up hunching over too much. We really want to bring the knee up to the elbow, but keep nice and upright. Maybe if we don't quite get the knee to the elbow, that's okay. They don't have to touch, but let's keep that nice straight posture. That's going to really support our spine, okay? So we can do this quite quickly, or we can do more of a fast stomp. Okay, so a few options for you there. We are going to go in a moment. So just the legs like this with the arms, a bigger stomp with the arms going, or bringing that knee towards the elbow. We are going to do this for 90 seconds and just see if we get our heart rate up a little bit. Okay, so when you're ready, go in 3, 2, 1. So just choose whichever one feels right for you. Break at any time if you need to, and you can, again, mix them up a little bit. You don't have to stick with the same one the whole time. If we're doing this one, we might find we move a bit more slowly because it's more movement trying to lift that knee towards the elbow than if we're going like this. We can probably move quicker. That's okay. This one's still going to use a lot of effort, just in a slightly different way. Or maybe we're here doing the feet, which is absolutely great too. So do what you need. We're going to go on a nice quick stomp here. Just under a minute to go. Lovely, 20 more seconds. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Nice, everyone. Bring that back down. Have a little drink, have a little stretch. See any of those muscles that you feel like you just need to stretch into. Like I say, have a nice drink of water. And we're going to gently just let that heart rate come back down. So we're going to go back to a few of our slower movements. So we're going to do some of our rotations, okay? So that's when we twist our torso side to side. So we're going to start off keeping those feet planted, knees facing forward, hips facing forward. So we're going to cross the arms over the chest and just gently move from side to side. So we're going to rotate one way, come back to the center, rotate the other way. Now, you might find that you go a little bit more in one direction than the other. You might not, you might do it quite the same on each side, but if you do it a little bit different, that's quite normal. Sometimes we can rotate a little bit more one way than the other. And the more we practice, the more we'll find that it'll equal up a little bit. But the area in the body that we are probably feeling this, again, it's down around this tummy muscle. It's these oblique muscles on the side in our tummy. So we can go back to that awareness again that we had the beginning of the class with our breath down in this area. And as we breathe out, just engaging gently these tummy muscles. And that's going to support our back as we move. So see how this is feeling for you. And you can stay here having both hands here. Or if you want to, you can take a little twist now to the side. So where we're also reaching with our arm, we might feel it a little bit more down the side. But if you can really reach with your breath, so we take a breath in the middle, and then we breathe out when we twist. Take a breath in the middle, breathe out and twist. So it's much slower that we're moving, but it's more effective in a way because we're engaging these muscles as we breathe out and we twist. So breathing in the center, breathe out and twist. Breathing in the center, breathe out and twist. Okay. So nice long breath out. I don't know if you can hear me breathing because the Zoom often blocks those sorts of noises out, but taking a nice long exhale out as I twist. Keeping the knees facing forward and the hips. Really feeling it here. And do a few more on each side. Two more on each side. There we go. 4, lovely. Come back to center. Give those shoulders a little roll. Maybe do a few circles with the back. Just notice how everything's feeling. Excuse me. Have a drink of water if you need to. So hopefully as we're moving there, you could really start to feel it here in our tummy muscles. So in a moment, we're going to come back down to our legs, do a bit more with them. But first of all, we're going to interlace the fingers. So I'm going to put my right finger on the top here. Here we go. So we're going to interlace the fingers and draw those fingers in and out. Now, if this is uncomfortable or painful in any way, you can hold them. Okay, and we're really going to focus on our posture, so that nice length up through the spine and the crown of the head. Elbows are lifted. Moving those fingers in and out. Again, take some nice gentle breaths. If it feels too much at any time, you can drop those elbows rather. That's going to just release a bit through the shoulders. Lovely. Then let those hands pause, draw them apart, and we're going to place that left finger on top now and draw them in and out. So a little workout for our brain as well, as we do things differently, because when we move in a different way or do something slightly different than we're used to, that builds new neuro pathways in our brain. We have to think a little bit more. So that can be really good for us as well. So let's take 3 breaths here, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. One more breathing in, breathing out. Blimey. Gets the arms, doesn't it? Right, let's go back to on my chair and we're going to move down to the legs again. So you can do one leg at a time or both legs together. We're going to lift them up and point and flex the feet. So again, nice and tall through the spine and the crown of the head. Point and flexing those feet. And then do some circles. If you're nice and coordinated, you can do them in the same direction. If you're a bit more like me and maybe not so coordinated at times, they can just do their own thing separately. So this is just helping with that ankle strength and stability. Again, our ankles are really important for our balance. Nice. And then bring those feet up towards me now. So really stretch through the legs, really press the feet towards me. So that should be engaging all of your leg muscles. And then you're also going to press your hands towards me. So from the side, you're going to be looking like this. Okay, so we want that nice tall spine, that nice length up through the spine and the crown of the head. Okay, keep that there. We're going to take 3 breaths. So breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in. Nice, releasing that down. Lovely. So from here, just shuffling forwards a little bit on your chair. I'm going to stretch that right leg away, draw that right heel, plant the heel, sorry, draw those toes up towards the sky. And then with our right arm, we're just going to slide it down towards that right foot. So we're getting a bit of a stretch here down the side of the body. We can stay here, or we can also open up through that arm. So we're just getting a nice stretch all down the side of the body here. Draw that up. Leg comes in, left leg away, plant that heel. Send those toes up to the sky, really draw them towards you. Reach that arm down, open up through the side of the body. And then coming back down. Nice, we're going to do that one more on each side. So right leg out, plant the heel, slide the arm down. And it might be that we come to here, that's great. Do what you need. Take that right arm just down to a point that feels good for you. Coming back up, left foot up, left foot down. Open through the arm. And then coming back up. Nice, everyone. So take those legs a little bit wider now. And we're going to do some windscreen wipers with the knees. So just stretching into those hips a little bit more. After this, we're going to get going again with a little bit more high tempo. So you can drop your knee down if you want to. Really want to stretch into those hips a little bit more. See how that feels. Lovely. If you want to put a nice sort of upbeat piece of music on for your next little bit, you can do. Let's just do one more on each side. Lovely. And then come back to center. So in a moment, for the next 3 minutes, we're really going to try and lift that heart rate. So if we get the arms above the head, that's going to help to elevate the heart rate. We might do what we did earlier, do some nice stumping. We might take the knee to the elbow. Okay, remember if you're doing that one to not end up too much like this. Keep that nice straight upper body. Move the legs, move the arms. It doesn't matter how we're moving. Just move in your way. We're going to do this for 3 minutes. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So, like I say, doesn't matter how you move. Just move for 3 minutes. If you need to have a break, you absolutely can do, and then carry on again. And although it isn't blazingly hot today, it's definitely muggy. And I could really feel it with some of those exercises we've done. I could feel my body getting very warm. So just do what you need as always. Hopefully you've got some nice music going if that's what you like, to give you a bit of motivation. Really just moving in a way that feels good for you. 1 minute done already. So the higher we take those arms above the head, or the more we take them above the head, that is going to elevate that heart rate a little bit, or even more rather, but just see what you need. Moving in a way that feels good for you. Did say on my weather app that it was going to rain today, so I got all my washing in, I got all my nice bits from the garden in that I didn't want to get wet, and so far no rain. So we will see. It was meant to start raining about 7 o'clock this morning, but no rain yet. Nice, everyone. We're over halfway now, way over halfway. Nearly done our second minute. Reaching, stretching, just knowing how wonderful you are for showing up this morning on another Tuesday morning, really setting yourself up for the day, setting yourself up for the week. Nice, into our last minute now. You're doing absolutely amazing. Keep going if you can. If you need to rest, that's okay too. Listen to your body. But do we have the energy of starting to say, oh, I've had enough? Can we just do a couple more seconds? Or do we really need to rest? If we really need to rest, then of course do. If we think, oh, actually, I could go a couple more seconds, see if you can. 10 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. Nice, everyone. Amazing. Absolutely fantastic. So give yourself a moment. Oh, I can feel all my legs are sweating. I'm sticking to my trousers now. So get yourself a drink. I seem to have forgot my drink today, which I'm regretting in this moment. But yeah, please do have a drink yourself. I'll go and get one straight away after the class. And just notice your heart rate. And just check in with your breathing. So we checked in with our breathing at the beginning of our session today. And now notice how it feels now. It probably does feel a bit more laboured. We probably are breathing a bit more quickly. So these are the cues that we look for. Obviously, there's nothing wrong with that. That's absolutely to be expected. When we've elevated our heart rate, our breathing will quicken. So that's absolutely fine. But it's that sort of change in pace and things like that. If we're breathing that way, but we're not doing anything, or we haven't just exerted ourselves, we can just notice and think, oh, you know, just to be aware. Right then, let's finish with a few stretches now. So bend that right knee. So nice bend here in that right leg. Left leg nice and straight out in front of you. Ground the heel. Draw those toes up towards you. We're going to reach those arms wide. Look towards that right hand. Okay, I'm going to just face forward so you can hear me properly. But if you look towards those fingertips on that right hand, and we're going to take 3 breaths. Breathing in, breathing, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Nice. Drop that left hand down, reach that right arm up. And as you do, just lengthen up through the body, really stretching those right fingertips up to the sky. Really nice. And then changing arms. So the right arm comes down. We're going to reach, reach, reach with that left hand this time. So we find that stretch down the left. Lovely. Briefly come back to this one, where we've got our arms out in front and behind. We're going to take a breath. Breathing in, breathing out, and then place the right arm on the right leg. We're going to have a little lean, and if you want to, we're going to reach with that left arm. So nice stretch here, hopefully all down your left side, all down here. And then coming back up. Really nice, everyone. So this time, draw that left leg in. So plant that left leg now. Make yourself comfortable. We're going to stretch that right leg away. So we plant the heel on the right leg, draw the toes towards us, plant that foot. We're going to take those arms nice and wide. This time look to the left. So looking over the fingertips on that left hand. We're going to take a breath, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. And one more, breathing in, breathing out. Drop that right arm down this time, left arm up. So really stretching up here through the body. Find that stretch on that left side. And then changing arms. So dropping that left arm down, reach up through the right fingertips. Reach, reach, reach. Lovely. Back to this one now with the arms in front and behind. We're going to take one breath here. Breathing in. Breathing out. And then bring that left arm onto your left leg. Take a nice bend over to the side. And you can stay like that, or you can also introduce that right arm if you would like to. We're going to take a few breaths here. Breathing in, breathing out. Lovely. Coming back to center. Draw those legs in. Oh, well done, everyone. Really nice. So just going to finish off doing 3 nice breaths together. We're going to press the palms of our hands together. Lift those elbows, drop those shoulders. Ground down through the palms of the feet, soles of the feet even. And then we're going to take a nice big breath in and send those fingertips up to the sky. So breathing in, send those arms up. As we breathe out, we're going to let those arms come down nice and wide. Lovely. Draw those arms back round. Press those hands together. Inhale, send those arms up. Exhale, nice big breath out. Lovely. One more time. Press the palms of the hands together. Feel that stretch in the arms. Inhale, send those arms up. And then really nice big breath out through the mouth. And bring those arms down. Wonderful, everyone. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much for joining me today and all these other weeks. So I won't see you for 2 weeks. I'll be back on the 25th. And I really look forward to seeing you then. But all the recordings will be there. So if you want to go back and do one, you can do if you want to keep yourself going. But yeah, take care. Have a wonderful few weeks and I will see you soon. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Anne-Marie. Thank you. Take care, everyone. Thank you. Thanks, Peter. Thanks, Karen. Thank you. I think Penny's here as well. Thank you, Penny. Take care. Bye, everyone.